Dominate your league. Defend your crown with Hosal King, Gabe Hernandez,
60% of the time, it works every time.
and Ray Fletcher.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. I win. Google me.
They bring the heat, rankings, trades, and game-winning calls to rule your league. This is Watch the Throne Fantasy Football Podcast.
Yo, what up? Back for another episode, the second episode of Season 3, our second off-season episode. There's only two of us today.
Yep.
It's a new space.
Yep. We're in a new studio.
We're trying to figure it out still.
Yeah. No, well, listen, we're going to get it.
For sure.
We just got here yesterday, all right? But we wanted to do the draft episode as fast as we can. Want to get some content out to you guys. So, this episode, it might be a little bland, but we're gonna spice it up. We'll make it look good and nice and neat for you guys.
Yeah, studio's going to look good when it's all said and done.
And then we have another change, because last episode we announced a change to the episode. Do you want to tell them the new name again now?
Yeah, it's Take the Throne Fantasy Football Podcast.
Oh, I thought it was Throne.
Oh, no. For the sign that we're going to put in here, look, see, moving parts. For the sign that we're going to put in here, it's going to say Throne Fantasy Football.
You could edit that out.
Because it comes with the website, thronefantasyfootball.com. I'm going to leave it in because I just plugged the website.
I took it as you wanted to name the podcast that.
Nah, I think Take the Throne is cool.
Okay,
right?
Gotcha. So you can edit that out later. We don't want to confuse our people.
Listen, as long as they get confused looking us up.
This is true.
As long as they're looking us up.
I'm already confused. Sorry. What's the name of this?
It's Take the Throne Fantasy Football Podcast. Mike 4 is here. You just heard him. He's technically Mike 3 today. Ray is out. Myself, Al King, Gabe as well. We're talking NFL draft. It was an eventful one.
Always fun.
You
I
watched
love the
a
draft.
lot more than me, admittedly.
I'm a big draft guy.
Yeah, I would love to be.
You normally are too.
I just work this year.
You're a busy guy.
Yeah.
I'm not too busy at the moment.
No? but anyways, we're going to do a position-by-position breakdown.
Yep.
Our favorite fits, and then, I don't know, our least favorite as well. I'm not fully ready for least favorite.
We can give it a shot.
Okay.
I mean, we can see how it goes.
Yeah. Position-by-position breakdown. And we'll just dive right into it, I think.
Let's do it.
The 1-1 pick.
Oh, am I kicking it off?
We're going to kick it off with you. The 1-1 pick. It makes sense to start with the first overall pick.
Well, we're going to start with quarterbacks. I'll take the low-hanging fruit, Fernando Mendoza. He's the only one that's going to be drafted in redraft leagues here. I think he has a chance to be a top 15 quarterback too. I mean, you got Ashton Genty, you got Brock Bowers, and they are rebuilding the line. They didn't really address the wide receiver position in the draft, which is a little disappointing, but hopefully, I almost said Jacoby Myers. They traded him away. Yes, they really have no weapons there. I don't, off the top of my head, I probably should have looked at the depth chart. There are going to be plenty of opportunities for other receivers, though, I'll tell you that. So Brock Bowers, though, I think is going to get a lot of work. I think Mendoza is going to really lock onto him this season, his rookie year. Like I said, I think he could be a top 15 guy. He has some rushing ability. He's not quite a runner like a Josh Allen necessarily, but he can move and he can escape the pocket and he can run for some yards at times.
Does he start right away?
That is the question. I guess that's something to keep an eye on. To be honest, for me, it's 50-50. I don't know if I would start Kirk or him right away. I guess it's kind of let's see what happens in camp. Kirk actually played well last year at the end of the season for the Falcons. Does he have something left? Maybe. I think he will look fresh going into the season, having some rest. But we'll find out. Mendoza's going to take over eventually. We all know that. And I think he will play if he doesn't start the season. But I do think there's a chance that he does start the season as well.
Looking at the wide receiver depth chart. You ready for this?
Oh, God.
I honestly think Dante Thornton should be the X, but he's listed behind Trey Tucker. So it goes Trey Tucker, Jalen Naylor, and Jack Beck as the starting three wide receivers on the ESPN unofficial depth chart. Yeah.
Who?
Right. Yeah.
How did they not draft a wide receiver?
Wasn't Beck a rookie?
He was last year, TCU.
And Trey Tucker was now his third year, I believe. He's a rookie the year prior. So Trey Tucker, Jalen Naylor, and Jake Beck. And then you got Dante Thornton Jr., who is probably my favorite of that group right now.
He has the most potential, I'll say.
But, boy, yeah, no one to throw to.
And I will stand corrected. They drafted a receiver in the 6th round, Malik Benson. But, I mean, the 6th round, you're talking about someone that might not even make the team. So,
Philip Dorsett is still on the roster.
Philip Dorsett still plays?
Yeah. Wow.
That's crazy.
A little bit worried about Mendoza for redraft this year. I think I would be happier taking him in a dynasty. Mm-hmm. And we talked about this earlier today while we were housing Sushi. Gabe had his first sushi experience with me. It's
Al is an animal.
Sight to see for Sushi.
If you want an experience, we might have to do like a sweepstakes to win a date with Al for sushi. It just to experience. I think everyone has to experience this one time.
It's a wild ride, isn't it?
He said he didn't want to scare me away. I'll have 6 orders of this, 6 orders of that, 6 orders. I'm like, what?
And then he goes, "What do you want, Gabe?"
Yeah. No, I was like, we're sharing, right? Like,
yeah. He was like, you share, right? I'm like, yeah, bro. Everything I order is for the table. It's not just for me. But I will say, for whatever reason, I'm able to eat more sushi than most other food. Like, I can't do that with pizza. Can't do that with steak.
it's light.
Yeah. Is it?
No, it's not. It's not.
Well, the actual fish part is yes.
Yeah, with all the rice.
The
that you're
rice is
eating.
not correct. Yes,
And I think every sushi roll is wrapped in rice.
that's correct.
Yeah, mostly. I mean, they do have no rice rolls.
Are you a low sodium?
So soy?
Little soy sauce,
Yeah.
low sodium.
I don't use soy though, really, unless I was telling
You
Gabe
do it
raw.
butt naked.
I do it raw, dog.
Butt naked.
So
Sushi.
unless I don't like the sushi, then I'll dip it in soy sauce. So there was a couple things that came out today that I put in soy sauce. I said I only do this if I don't like the taste.
I didn't do soy sauce at all.
He doesn't do soy at all.
Is it because is it sauce? Like if there's a sauce on it, no soy sauce, or if it's just like
Just
a
in
California
general.
roll, like
California roll, Philadelphia roll, rainbow roll, those don't have sauces on them.
007 roll.
Yeah, I won't do soy on those either.
Dang. What about wasabi?
Nope. Don't touch
We
the
didn't
stuff.
use what's wasabi
Ginger.
and what's the ginger? We didn't
Ginger's
use either
fire.
one.
I
Don't
like
touch
it.
the
Oh,
stuff.
I love me some ginger,
Yeah.
bro.
Naturals.
I'm hungry. See you guys later.
we came off the rails right there for sushi. Going back to the conversation we had at sushi.
I think Mendoza likes sushi.
Yeah, I'm sure he does, dude.
We might have to give him a spot or two here in Vegas now to recommend.
For sure. Do you think he goes 1-1 in dynasty drafts?
I wouldn't say 1-1. I definitely think that's a unanimous Jeremiah Love.
Okay.
I can see him going as high as 2, as low as 3 probably. I would say
I can see him going as low as 4.
low as 4. I was
Yeah.
gonna say, let me retract that. I think low as 4. I get dynasty. It just all depends on your needs and what positional needs. Like I have Stafford and Darnold, so I might look for Mendoza at 6, but
Okay.
I don't know if he's gonna make it there. So
Now, if you had those two quarterbacks and you had 1-1, would you?
I would
take
still take
Mendoza?
Love. I'll
Okay,
figure
all
it
right.
out later.
Okay. I got
Love is too talented and too good.
you. Yep. You love.
I do love Love.
Mike Forey, do you love?
Who doesn't love Love?
I love me some love, dude. Nice little love story, love book,
I was gonna say I don't think we're talking about Jeremiah anymore.
and Jeremiah love it.
My quarterback, this was tough, right? After Mendoza, it's like, I mean, I'm not going to say Ty Simpson. He's going to be backing up Stafford. He's maybe a decent future play, right? I was looking to try to find another person that landed in a spot where he could maybe take over as soon as this year, and that was Drew Aller, Penn State. He went to the Steelers. He is behind Mason Rudolph. He is behind Will Howard. He is behind, if Aaron Rodgers comes back, Aaron Rodgers. So he has a tough track ahead of him. But if it is no Aaron Rodgers there, I do think those other 3 guys are in an open competition. At least I would hope so.
Well, with the news today, too, that they first round tendered Aaron Rodgers. So they're kind of trying to put some pressure on him. Like, hey, are you coming or not? Like, we need to figure this out.
He has to go on his ayahuasca trip first. You know?
Yeah, for the people that don't know that, can you explain what you just said right there? Dude?
Ayahuasca?
No, the
First round tender?
Yes.
So pretty much anyone that tries to sign Aaron Rodgers, the Steelers have a chance to match. And if they don't, they get their first round pick next year. So pretty much Aaron Rodgers is either a Steeler or he's not coming back. That's pretty much the situation here. And then he only gets like a 10% increase, and he was only making $15 million last year. So I think he can get now like $17 million, I think, or whatever the math was. I couldn't figure out the math. But yeah, so pretty much they're trying to make it happen so that he can get into camp. But we know Rodgers is not a fan of camp. You know, he's been around for 20 years now. He doesn't want to do camp. He just wants to enjoy, and he'll be there when the season starts. But Steelers are trying to put some pressure on him. So we can see Drew Aller possibly sometime this year.
I hope so. I know he got hurt last season. There was talks of Heisman and such, and he was a decent college quarterback. So I'd be curious to see if it translates up to the NFL with Pittsburgh. Mike, you don't need to know what ayahuasca is. You're well reversed.
I'm pretty. It's like you lick a toad, right?
I think that's how it goes.
Yeah, you lick a toad, freak out, come back 15 minutes later, like, dude, my world has changed.
Come back 15 minutes later, you're like, I want to play in the NFL again.
You know what, dude? I'm a Raiders fan now. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that was kind of. I'm just going to touch on it real quick. You kind of said Drew Aller was like had Heisman hopes, and that seemed to be the kind of storyline for these quarterbacks this year. Cade Klubnik from Clemson.
Mm-hmm.
Carson Beck had a solid season for Miami, but obviously I think there's higher hopes for him even to be a first round pick. I think that's really Garrett Nussmeier. Nussmeier. There you go. I don't know how to say his name.
I forgot Nuss went. Where did he go?
Kansas City, 7th round.
Yeah, that's sneaky.
So and you figure he's not going to play though,
right?
But those guys were last year at this time were considered first rounders.
Yeah,
so it didn't happen for those guys, unfortunately. So
Klubnik sucked. I mean, there's no other way to put it. He was bad,
and
that whole team was awful. last year.
Bandwagon Clemson fan since the days of Taj Boyd and Sammy Watkins.
Wow, Taj Boyd, nice name drop.
So I kind of follow Clemson just a slight. I don't really follow it too much, but I definitely was a fan of Klubnik, and I thought he was going to be very good. And he had a best. And the only thing I don't like about these quarterbacks now, they're all saying, "Oh, well, injuries and this and that." Okay, fine. Then prove it to us in the pros.
Right.
He's gonna sit with the Jets. He got drafted by the Jets in the 4th round. Maybe he's a dynasty pickup. I think in your probably 3rd or 4th round.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on him. But we're gonna see if these guys can prove something to us in dynasties because no one else. The only other name I'll give you that I think could be viable down the road and not starting the season though, Carson Beck.
Cardinals, right?
Yes,
Cardinals.
because obviously we don't know what's going to happen with Jacoby Brissett. He's got the contract dispute going on right now. I don't even know who's second on that depth chart, to be honest with you. So he's a guy that could get some time. And again, I don't think he's going to start the season. If anything, whoever's there now already, he'll probably be the starter if Brissett's not going to go. But I do think the Cardinals work it out with Brissett.
Wow. You guys are both going to laugh at who the backup quarterback is in Arizona.
Oh, boy.
It's Jacoby
Carson
Brissett.
Palmer, dude?
No, Jacoby Brissett is a lifetime backup quarterback, right? Who is now going to be a starter. He has a lifetime backup quarterback backing him up, if that gives you any help.
Minshew?
Wow, nailed it.
Wow, what a pull.
Gardner Minshew
Let's
is the
go.
backup in Arizona.
Warriors retired.
Yeah,
Warriors retired.
Yeah.
He's backing up Tom Brady.
Who was Clipboard Jesus for the Seahawks? You remember him? He had the long hair and just always a backup quarterback.
I Drew Lock.
Can't think of his name off the top of my
Yeah,
head.
we know what I'm talking about.
We're talking about
was
back
there.
in the day.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name off the top of my head.
Good call on Minshew. So, Beck may have a path to the field this year.
I mean, Minshew's looked terrible these last couple of years.
Yeah, and Brissett threw it 79 times a game last year, so whoever is there is going to get to throw the ball.
I think they work it out, but Carson Beck, I wouldn't be surprised if Carson Beck jumps Gardner Minshew at some point.
Sure. This is a good segue since we're talking Cardinals.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we'll slide into my low-hanging fruit, and my favorite landing spot for anybody in the draft is Jeremiah Love. Number 3 overall for a running back is pretty insane. That means you're basically locking him in at the top of the depth chart.
Yep.
And we talked about this depth chart in the running back room.
It's interesting.
They brought in Tyler Algier, who we all know Tyler Algier.
Former 1,000-yard rusher.
A pretty darn good running back.
Solid running back.
We thought he was going to maybe get the starting job there.
Yep.
And now they draft Jeremiah Love, and then James Conner is still there. Trey Benson's still there. I don't know what you do with Conner. I really don't. I think Jeremiah Love's going to have to be the bell cow. You don't draft a running back 3 overall. Although I will say this, Bijan Robinson's rookie year. Remember his limited usage?
Is Arthur Smith the coach of the Cardinals?
No.
Or OC?
No. I hear you.
But you're right. It's a loaded running back room for the most part. Based off names at least. And don't get me wrong. I think James Conner rushed for 1,000 yards last year, if I'm not mistaken.
I'll take a look.
And then, Tyler Algier is a former 1,000-yard rusher, and he's going to be the goal line back, I would assume. Tyler Algier is probably one of the best goal line backs in the league.
Is Jeremiah Love good at pass catching?
He is actually. So
I noticed they were saying a lot about how he's worked on it,
Yep.
and that's what he wants to showcase is that he can catch the ball out of the backfield. So I didn't know if that was something he needed to improve on or something like that.
So the word too with scouts and analysts and even his former coaches, he could be a Pro Bowl slot wide receiver if he wanted to. So the Mike Comp comparison to him when watching tape was Alvin Kamara. I think he could be like a prime Alvin Kamara. He runs pretty hard. He's not like the biggest guy. He's 6 feet, 205, I believe. And then so he, not not the biggest build, but he runs with some force and he can run some guys over. He's always looking for contact, and then he can also catch the ball at the backfield, and he can always take it to the house too.
Why don't I remember, and why didn't you remember how many games James Conner missed last year? We're too heavy in off-season mode right now.
Did he miss a lot?
He only played 3 games last year.
Oh, you're right.
32
I'm thinking
carries for 95. The year prior, he had 1,000.
That's what I'm thinking.
And the year prior to that, he had 1,000. So back-to-back 1,000 yards.
I'm thinking the year prior. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. See, we're still in off-season. We haven't put that season behind us. You know what I mean?
I'm in San Antonio Spurs mode right now, so we're doing the episode, and I got some research, but I'm definitely not all caught up on everything.
Yeah, I was like, wait, I forgot he missed that much time.
You're right, he did.
Yeah,
You're right.
They were playing musical chairs in the backfield last year.
Yes, you are correct. That's my fault. I was thinking of the year prior.
You're good. I mean, I would have immediately corrected you had I remembered. So, but I think Love is going to be the guy. He's going to be featured in Arizona, and if he can catch it out of the backfield, that's an added bonus because they're going to stack the box in Arizona. Depending on who the quarterback is,
right?
Not really scared of them.
But I mean, you got some offense there. I mean, if Brissett starts, you got Trey McBride, you got Marvin Harrison Jr., Michael Wilson still there too. So they have some. I will say, I'm not saying it's going to be they're going to score 40 points a game kind of offense or 30, but I do think this could be a good offense and explosive offense at times.
For fantasy.
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. I would say there's at least 4 starters on this team for fantasy.
Sure. People were starting Jacoby Brissett last year.
Oh,
and he was a top 6 quarterback for 8 weeks straight or something.
Absolutely.
Crazy. That was ridiculous.
Here's my question for you. Off the top of your head, where's Jeremiah Love drafted in redraft leagues right now?
In redraft.
What's a redraft league?
That's every year. Do every year. So Dynasty is we're drafting rookies only. Redraft is we redraft our whole team.
Him or Ashton Genty?
Oh, that's a perfect question.
I just pulled that out of my back pocket.
That is a perfect question.
They're probably right next to each other.
The only reason why is because in one of our drafts, Ashton Genty went 5 or 6
overall last year.
Yeah, he went early.
So it's kind of do you?
That might be a thing where people that did that last year with Genty aren't going to spend that high on a rookie running back this year.
Yeah.
They got snake bit. I personally don't take rookie running backs in the first round.
Right.
You know that. Do I think someone will take Jeremiah Love in the first round?
I can see it.
I think so. I think he'll probably end up 10 to 14 range, early second, late first.
I would say second.
Come draft day. For me personally, I'd probably wait till second round, later in the second round. I would take other guys
back
first.
around. If it's a 10-man league and you're picking 8th.
I love that we're doing this in May. Or April. I love it.
So you pick 8th. You're telling me you're going to pick one and then not come around and pick him?
What do you mean by pick one? At Genty?
Yeah, so you come in 8.
Okay.
You get picked at 8.
You pick whoever.
Then you're coming back around, and he's still there for you.
Oh, if I could get both, and depending on the board too. Absolutely. I will say I could probably think of 6 running backs off the top of my head that I'd probably rather have than Jeremiah Love for sure.
And is Ashton Genty one of those?
I wouldn't say Genty's a for sure, but I think I lean Genty as of now, April 28th.
I love that we're doing
Jeremiah Love.
That's so good.
Yeah.
We're talking about our drafts in August and April. It's so
listen,
good.
we got to be.
Okay, I got another one for you.
Okay.
Javonte Williams or Jeremiah Love?
Jeremiah Love.
Yeah.
For me.
I'd probably go Jeremiah. The only thing that worries me is the goal line touches. Is because I'm thinking they're going to Algier.
So you don't think? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't think Algier's going to get nothing, and they're just
I'm not saying that, but for PPR leagues, I think Jeremiah Love could have 70 catches. I think that potential for his ceiling rookie year is probably 80 catches. And that's just, I'm not saying he's going to, but I think he'll probably get somewhere from around 50 or 60.
Speaking of goodness from this draft, the Cowboys didn't draft the running back, did they?
No.
So Javonte's
the guy.
We signed him.
They signed him to an extension.
Okay.
Javonte's the guy.
That's a dub for Javonte.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely.
Cowboys D gonna be pretty nice next year. I'll tell you that much.
This isn't the Cowboys podcast.
It's about to be. I'm about to.
Where's my nine? Where's Ray?
Mute all your mics, bro. And it's just Gabe and I talking.
Where's Ray? Where's my Niner guy?
Oh, it was a good weekend for us. I'll tell you that.
Yes, it was.
I'll go my favorite, and again, the running backs. It kind of was it wasn't a deep draft class for running backs this year. The only other running back drafted in the first round, which is for me my favorite spot right now, is Jadarian Price. And the only reason for that is I think he's going to start the season as a starter. Charbonnet, I haven't heard anything, but if you remember, he tore his ACL. I believe it was week 18 against you guys, if I'm not mistaken. It could have been in the playoffs. I'm not entirely sure. But he did tear his ACL, and, timeline, he would put him right around November return, maybe October, but you're not going to rush him right back in, and he's got to develop, football stamina and got to get back into a little camp there. So I think Jadarian Price is going to be an opportunity to be a RB2 and be a really good RB2. Watching tape on him, he kind of reminds me of Devontae Freeman.
Okay.
6 foot, 205 pounds, and he ran a 4.49 40 at the combine. So he's got some speed. He didn't get a lot of shine because he was behind Jeremiah Love, who ended up being the number three pick in this draft and one of the best talents in this draft. So I will say I think Jadarian Price has a lot of mileage still available on those wheels. He didn't get a lot of carries.
Right.
He only had 160 carries in 3 years, which is, it's about 60 to 70 carries a year.
Yep.
So he's fresh. So and in that Seattle offense, whether you had Darnold and JSN in a solid offensive line, I think Jadarian Price could have a very good year, and he's going to be a sleeper, I think, for people. I think people are going to reach on him in the third round when we get closer to drafts.
Yeah, he's going to fly up the boards.
Right? I think so.
Kind of like Bill Karski-Merritt did last year.
There quite a few guys flew up the boards. Mm-hmm. Travion Henderson.
Yep.
We saw some of these guys that just rookies talked about, thinking they're going to start.
They just fly up the board.
Yep.
Right now, Charbonnet is atop the depth chart, but as you said, hurt. And then it goes Price, Emmanuel Wilson, and George Halani.
He's going to have the opportunity. I think he's the starter. I don't think you take him in the first round, but we also witnessed this last year with Travion Henderson and Caleb Johnson. Who's the other rookie I'm blanking on that got drafted? And Quinshon Judkins.
Yep.
Quinshon Judkins ended up coming around because he got hurt. But, just keep an eye on it. I do think, though, Jadarian Price is a very good running back from what I saw, and I was actually pleasantly surprised by his tape.
And the fresh legs help a lot.
Yes.
You can come out red hot if with a lot of.
Because I'll say this, I'm gonna save this episode and come back to it before the draft, because last year I remember watching tape. I wasn't crazy about Travion Henderson. Yeah. I fell into the hype of what everyone else was saying. I wasn't crazy about Quinshon Judkins, and Quinshon Judkins ended up being good. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I think he's pretty good.
Yeah. So I was and then I was hyped about Caleb Johnson. So, I gotta, I'll humble myself because I was definitely wrong on some things. But a guy like Travion Henderson, I fell into the hype. So Jadarian Price, I'm gonna put him. I'm gonna keep him where I put him in my rankings here in the next week or two that I do some rankings, and I just want to keep him there. I'm not going to move him because I don't want to fall into any hype.
Yep. I can dig it.
Mm-hmm.
Wide receiver, since I kicked off the running backs, and this one feels like, I guess, another low-hanging fruit, maybe?
Well, real quick, can I just two running backs that I think
other running backs I mentioned.
Just two, real quick. Jonah Coleman got drafted by the Broncos out of Washington. I really like him. I think
RJ Harvey.
Yeah. And I'm not sold on RJ Harvey. So.
Yeah, I guess the Broncos aren't either.
And Nicholas Singleton, drafted out of Penn State in the 5th round to the Titans. I'm not sold on RJ Harvey. I do think Jonah Coleman could come in and take some carries. Again, not a guy who's going to start the season, but keep an eye on him as the season goes. Nicholas Singleton could come in pretty early, I think. Tony Pollard had a solid season, but I don't think he's anyone that has a bright future with Tennessee.
Sure. And
then Tyjae Spears, again, moments he had look good, but he's always hurt. So those are two names that catch my eye and that I probably looking for late rounds in redraft leagues.
Where did Jonah Coleman come from, you said? Washington. I heard he's kind of more of a bruiser type, which could lean RJ Harvey being like the third down scat back guy. So it could be like a good complementary backfield.
So my comparison to Jonah Coleman was Josh Jacobs.
Jingleheimer Smith.
Bruiser, he does have some speed. He's not a pass catcher. I will say that. He's not a PPR guy. But I do like the way he runs and the style. He just reminded me a bit of Josh Jacobs and how he runs.
Okay. It's not a bad comp.
Yeah.
He's a pretty good NFL running back, that Josh Jacobs guy.
He is pretty good.
Yeah.
I like Josh Jacobs.
Who's your wide receiver with your favorite landing spot? I think this is a pretty high consensus guy.
Yeah, so this is he was the number one receiver drafted this year, and Carnell Tate. Now, I know everyone was saying he's never been a number one wide receiver at Ohio State, but he's also been really good, and he also has some pretty good competition. Like Jeremiah Smith.
Jeremiah Smith
is a generational talent.
I can't wait for him to hit the NFL.
Like, it's almost like having Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, or Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Justin Jefferson was never number two or number one, but in Minnesota, he's clearly one of the best receivers in the league.
Yep.
So I'm excited about Carnell Tate. And then pairing him off with Cam Ward, they can grow together, young dynamic there. Carnell Tate's a big play guy, and Cam Ward has a big arm. So I'm excited about Carnell Tate. I think for me, he's my favorite rookie wide receiver. I'll probably have him rated highest for my rankings. I know you're a big fan of the next guy you're going to talk about, and he might be more talented, but I think Carnell Tate is just – he's going to be a number one. He's going to compete with Calvin Ridley, obviously. But, are we sold on Ridley as a number one? I'm not. So I think Carnell Tate could come in and be the number one receiver for Tennessee.
Yeah, I pulled up. It's Carnell Tate, Wando Robinson, Calvin Ridley.
It's actually a solid trio.
It's not terrible.
Yeah.
And then Io Man is still there. Same with Chimere DK as well. That's kind of a loaded, a bit of a crowded, it's almost like Packer-esque.
They have a solid wide receiver group there. And if Carnell Tate ends up being a number one receiver, that's pretty good, I think.
Yeah, no, I mean, he was drafted first, top wide. What number was he picked?
Number 4.
Wow, dude.
Well, a lot of people said was controversial, but I was not mad at the pick. They need a receiver. Yeah, for me, you got to build around Cam Ward. So for me, it was either a receiver or lineman. Carnell Tate was probably rated higher on their board. I'm not mad at it one bit.
That's high. Number 4 overall.
It is high. But
so we had a running back go 3 overall and a wide receiver go 4 overall.
Yep.
Wow. Quarterback, who was 2? Was it O lineman? Do you remember?
Number 2, no, it was David Bailey.
Edge?
Pass rusher,
Edge?
for the Jets.
Okay. See, I didn't watch much of it. I needed to.
I can tell.
My next
It's showing.
It's showing, dude. Put it away.
Got it.
I will say for Carnell Tate, I think he's, I don't want to use the word overrated because he was not even the number 1.
Okay.
I'm just worried that he's not going to translate. What's his height and weight? Let me look.
He's 6'2", 192. You want to know what my comp was to him?
Yeah.
Devontae Smith.
Wow.
I think Devontae Smith, that's a good comp for me. Devontae Smith.
Devontae Smith. Okay, sorry. I heard Devontae Adams for some reason.
Oh, no.
I was like, wait, he's a lot bigger.
Yeah, no. Devontae Smith. So, kind of same build.
Skinny Batman.
Yeah. So, speedsters, down the field. Devontae Smith might be, at this point, a better route runner. But I think Carnell Tate could be that.
And the Titans need some weapons on the outside.
You got to build around Cam Ward. You got to give him a shot.
For sure. My wide receiver, I've been talking about him for a long time. Gabe heard me talk about him way early in the draft process, and he's like, I don't even know who that is.
Nope.
I said, Jordan Tyson, Arizona State. You don't like him? I'm sorry, I said that out loud. Yeah. He's going to the New Orleans Saints.
Like we couldn't hear him.
Right. He's going to the New Orleans Saints. Chris Olave, Devon Vele, Jordan Tyson, all there. Jawan Johnson at tight end. Tyler Shuck at quarterback. It's a crazy offense. Travis A-Chain. Alvin Kamara still there.
You're going to mess me up with that sometimes.
I don't know. I mean, that's what he says he wants to be called now.
I know.
But I think Jordan Tyson is big body, 6'2", 200. Not much bigger than Carnell as of now. Mm-hmm. But the guy knows how to use his body. He has a crazy catch radius. His hands are like Brandon Marshall strength. I don't know. I'm in love with the kid. I think he's really damn good.
If you love him so much, why don't you marry him?
You know? If I wasn't lined up to marry someone else, maybe I would.
No, what I'll concede is Jordan Tyson's probably the more talented wide receiver from what I saw. I'll give him that. My concerns, and I guess what was brought up for everyone's concerns, is the injury history.
Sure.
Tore his ACL a couple of years ago. Hammies. Problems in this past season. Can he stay on the field? And then for now, he is taking a back seat to Chris Olave.
For sure.
So,
which I think might help him, to be honest.
It can, but for me, I guess from a fantasy standpoint, I'd rather have the guy who's probably going to get more targets.
Yeah.
And be the number one than the guy who's going to be the number two, see less targets. Might be more efficient. I'll give him that. Like, he might catch more percentage of his passes. But I do think Carnell Tate would be the better fantasy prospect at the moment.
In dynasty drafts, it's a big toss-up for me between the two guys we're talking about. I don't know if I go Tate first or Tyson first. I think my bias would lead me for Tyson just because of how much I liked him in college and how good I think he can be.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't fault anyone for going Tate.
Yeah, I mean, whatever way you want to go, I'd be okay with. I would for dynasty, it's harder because obviously we don't know the future.
Right.
We don't know how long, if Olave is going to stick around and how much more. I mean, he's young still too. Olave, I think it might be like 25 or 26 years old. So I probably lean Tate just for that reason because I do think, and then you never know, the Titans could bring in a number one. They might go get someone in the draft next year or a free agent, whatever the case may be. So I would lean Tate, but I'm not mad if you went either way.
Olave is only 25. Good job.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Look,
good job, kid.
Might not have gotten the James Conner thing right, but I'm still on top of my game. Okay.
On to tight ends. This one was weird. We were talking about it.
We're just gonna skip the rest of the receivers.
Oh yeah, honorable mention for the wide receivers.
I was gonna say probably the most profitable position in the draft.
Yeah,
and
correct. This is a good. Of the
there's
positions,
a lot.
I think the receiver was the best of this class.
I think there's going to be a lot of receivers drafted. And every year in fantasy drafts, there's a lot of receivers drafted.
Of course.
Mekhi Lemon being the next receiver drafted by the Eagles.
Okay, let me ask Mike for this. I asked you this already. Did you see any of the pressers and the post-draft interviews of Mekhi Lemon? Mike for?
Like, what do you mean?
Like the way he was talking and
I don't care
his
about
head
Eagles
movement and stuff.
I don't even know why we traded in the draft to the Eagle. I was going to throw some stuff at the.
We got 2 extra fourths.
I don't care, bro. I'd rather give all of it. I hate the Eagles.
We weren't going to take anyone there that we couldn't get. We were going to take Malachi Lawrence either way at 20.
I know, but it's just the
fact that you traded with the Eagles.
Fact that
you want to hear a fun fact? The last time we traded it with the Eagles,
won the Super Bowl?
No.
Oh damn!
It was for Mike. We traded up to get Micah Parsons, and they traded. Or I'm sorry, we traded up, or they? I can't remember.
We traded down, I think,
and they got Devontae Smith.
Yeah, we traded down,
and then you guys got Micah,
and we got Micah. So it was a pass rusher for a receiver,
and still got
and same thing to the pass rusher for a receiver.
Wow!
And they still have the receiver, and we don't have Micah.
But AJ Brown's gone, so he will be.
Yeah. I like AJ Brown.
So, anywho,
Mekhi Lemon, go ahead.
No, well, you had a point. I don't know if you.
No, I was just seeing if he saw it too. It was just very odd.
He say he speaks weird.
His behavior was weird. The way his head was moving, he was just
that sauce, bro.
He was like looking like.
Was his head moving like a lemon?
He was moving like zesty, like low key. I was like, "Oh, this fool's zesty. He might be on some stuff. Like I don't know what's going on."
Perfect for the Eagles, dude. Perfect.
Like, what is this cat doing, bro? It's draft night, man. What are you on?
Yeah,
sorry.
Maybe I don't. Yeah, I didn't see anything.
I think the best interview I saw was I think it was the Giants had an offensive lineman, and he looks at Jackson Dart. He's like, "I'll die for you, man.
Oh yeah,
I'll die for you."
That's funny. Oh yeah,
Some good draft moments.
Well, I did see the where Mekhi Lemon got a call from the Steelers, thinking Steelers were going to draft him.
I did see that.
And you didn't hear about this?
No.
Oh yeah, dude. And then he goes, "Why is Philly calling me?"
So no, he's on the. So the Steelers picked at 21.
Okay.
And we were at 20, and the Steelers call him to let them know we're going to take you. Thinking we're not going to take a receiver, which they were right.
Oh.
But what the dum-dums didn't think about was, hello, trades.
Whoa.
So Philly trades up ahead
of Pittsburgh.
Trades with us and gives us 2 extra fourths and take Mekhi Lemon. And he was like, why? Like on the phone with Pittsburgh, why is Philly calling me?
Dude, and then his agent runs up and says, "You're getting drafted by Philly right now, dude."
His agent was like, Philly just traded for you.
There's a clip of this?
Yes.
Oh, I got to go find that.
Yes.
That's awesome. Okay.
And Listen,
That's
and
awesome.
so now supposedly Pittsburgh is really ticked off at the Cowboys for doing this. I'm like, we didn't do this because spite you. Like, you're in the other conference. We don't care about you.
Wow.
Why would we trade with a rival to spite you?
Interesting.
So, but that's your own fault. Why would you call a player a pick ahead when the pick is not made? What if we picked Mekhi Lemon?
Right.
Because we might trade George Pickens.
What if who did the Pittsburgh Steelers take at that pick? Then do you remember?
It was a lineman.
Wow.
And they drafted a receiver later, which shout out to Jeremy. He's from Vegas. Vegas kid.
Okay.
But anyways, yeah, no, watch that clip. It was pretty funny.
I'll find it. Yeah.
So Mekhi Lemon, Casey Concepcion. That's gonna be my most fun name I'm gonna say this season. I'm gonna say it like that every time too. I like him in Cleveland. They also drafted Denzel Boston, a bigger receiver. Omar Cooper with the Jets. I like that. I think that's someone. These are names I'm naming that should be drafted. A sleeper for me, Malachi Fields for the Giants, only because there's going to be opportunity there. 6'4" out of Notre Dame. He's a big receiver. He can get some jump balls and stuff like that. So he's a sleeper for me. Other than that, I don't see anyone that like wows me and like, oh yeah, go get. I mean, the Dolphins drafted a couple receivers in the third round.
They needed it.
They need anything.
Desperately.
So those guys could actually be viable wide receivers for fantasy this coming year. Other than that, there's nothing else that like, oh yeah, I have to. I think him.
I'm looking at the Browns depth chart. Jerry Jeudy, Casey Concepcion, and Denzel Boston.
Yep.
As the top three unofficially on ESPN.
I would agree
Are we
with that.
just forgetting about Cedric Tillman? Are we just forgetting about Isaiah Bond? Like, are those guys just pushed
Bond,
to the
yes.
back? Really?
Tillman, I think, competes
Right
still.
after his rookie year, he had one.
He was also
drafted. Hurt.
He was like drafted in like the 5th or 6th round last
right,
year. He's
okay.
not a viable receiver in my opinion.
All right. Does this hurt Harold Fannin?
No,
No.
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Those are my questions.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you. No further
right.
questions, Your Honor.
Okay. I know you don't have anything because you didn't watch the draft. No.
Didn't the Browns draft like 2 more quarterbacks too? 1 or 2?
They drafted one.
One.
They drafted a quarterback.
I see Taylon Green, kid from Arkansas. Stud, to be honest.
No, dude, lie to us, dude. Don't be honest. Lie to us.
No, he was great. He was great. Shador Sanders, Deshaun Watson, Dylan Gabriel, Taylon Green are the 4 on the depth chart.
Yeah.
In that order.
Be interesting. I give Shador a shot, but Deshaun Watson might come in.
Literally, what I mean is Deshaun even good at football anymore? Like,
I want to find out. I definitely want to find out. What?
He wasn't.
I want to find out.
He started to get bad.
He was good at.
Oh, absolutely.
He was good in Houston, but yeah.
but then he fell off.
I'm not sure he's good at football
He got
anymore.
bad after he stopped getting happy endings, but
Hey, all right.
you know,
Hey,
I
family
mean,
show.
Oh, sorry. A happy ending means ice cream at the end of dinner, guys.
That sounds great. It's a chocolate. Let's go into the tight ends.
This will be quick because
Okay.
there wasn't very many.
Yeah, mine. I'll start on mine. I think I like the landing spot for Eli Stowers, the kid out of Vanderbilt.
Talk about it.
He's a converted quarterback, turned into a tight end. He's been playing tight end for 3 years. He led Vanderbilt in receiving, receptions, and yards, and I think he had 4 touchdown receiving, maybe 1 rushing. I can't think of it off the top of my head. I'm just trying to pull up the Eagles depth chart. How old is Dallas Goedert? Do we know?
He's got to be close to 30, if not 30 already. He's been around for a minute.
I'm not sure he can keep doing what he does.
I still remember the Cowboys were going to take him, and then Philly traded ahead of us to get him in the 2nd round. And it was going to be perfect because Dallas Goedert, Dallas Cowboys.
I hate Philly.
He's 31 right now.
Okay.
Goddard. He'll be 32 after football season starts.
He was one of the top tight ends last year for a while, though.
Touchdown, very touchdown dependent.
True.
As is this position for fantasy.
And you're getting rid of A.J. Brown, so there's more targets to go around.
Yeah, and I think Eli is going to be more of the, like we talked about today at lunch, no A.J. Brown, right? If it's Devontae and Mekhi Lemon, Stowers might be split out wide. While Goddard is on the line.
They said that he was pretty much built like A.J. Brown, 6'4", 239 pounds. He's going to be a guy that is lined out wide, and he can create mismatches. I think he definitely gets used. I don't know if he'll be fantasy viable this year. He's definitely someone to keep an eye out for.
Second round tight end.
Dynasty worthy.
Yep, 4.5, 40.
Yep.
For a tight end, that's pretty good.
Pretty solid.
So I actually really like that one a lot. I think I'm going to target him in probably all my dynasty drafts, and he will probably be one of my 14th round flyer guys.
Taking him in the third round in dynasty. Got it. I will give you that. I mean, you draft him in the second round. You got to have a plan to use him this year.
Yeah.
He's you're not taking him in the second round to develop. I don't think.
Sure.
But he's definitely someone to keep an eye out. And I'll take the low hanging fruit. I got Kenyon Sadiq out of Oregon. The athlete, the freak athlete, ran a 4.340, I believe it was.
Ridiculous.
6'3", 241. He the crappy part about it is he went to the Jets. That's the crappy part. But the thing with the rookie tight end, he's the only one that's looks like he's going to be really solid. He has potential to be a top 10 tight end, just based off his athleticism and his nature. He's not a blocker. He's going to be lined out wide and running routes mostly when he's in. It's kind of like a Kyle Pitts, but hopefully better than Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
So the only crappy thing, he's got Geno throwing to him. So we'll find out. We'll see what happens. And but he's the best tight end out of this draft class.
What an interesting depth chart in New York. Geno Smith, Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson, Adonai Mitchell, Omar Cooper Jr., and then Sadiq and Mason Taylor at tight end.
They got a couple toys over there.
A lot of mouths to feed if Geno can distribute well enough.
I'll give Geno one more shot. I'm not going to totally give up on him.
I'm going to speak for Ray. Yeah, no, he's done. He might as well wear his helmet backwards.
Well, I mean, he looked good before the Raiders. The Seahawks. His last year with Seattle wasn't great, but I'll give it one more. This is it. This is it for me.
I'm not give him the year that he's on the Jets to be the deciding year.
I'm not saying I'm taking him. I'm just saying, for Kenyon Sadiq's sake, for Garrett Wilson's sake, I'll take a chance on them at the right spot. I'm not saying I'm reaching for them and I love them. I'm just saying I will give him one last chance, and I will not take Garrett Wilson off my draft board just because Geno's there. That's all I'm saying.
I agree. I'm not. I know Ray doesn't agree with you. Mike Force seems like he may not agree with you.
And that's fine.
But I think Geno is still capable enough to get the balls to these guys to make them viable in fantasy.
Yeah, we're talking just fantasy. I'm not saying the Jets are a playoff team.
We're not drafting Geno Smith on our team.
God.
But we're drafting the guys around him.
You are? You're drafting other than who? I mean,
what do you mean?
Who else are you drafting?
On the Jets?
Yeah.
I would take
Garrett
Breece Hall. I would take Garrett Wilson. I would take
Sadiq in the right spot.
Maybe Sadiq. Maybe Mason Taylor. I would probably draft.
I'm not saying probably.
Adonai Mitchell. I'd draft Mitchell late.
Okay.
Adonai Mitchell.
I'd probably take some other people.
He reminds me of a young George Pickens.
Breece, Wilson,
Can't figure
Sadiq.
it out yet.
Those are the only three for sure for me.
Okay.
So if we're playing spades, 3 yeses, couple maybes.
All right.
But I am gonna kind of not throw someone under, but kind of throw something out there. When do free agency opens for our dynasty league? I'm just curious because there's a name on there that someone might want to pick up. I might want to pick up.
Well, remember I asked you if you would maybe just consider co-commissioning.
So
the dynasty league. With
I can
me.
figure this out.
But I think. Let me ask you this question. Free agency should come after the rookie draft, no? I made roster moves to get spots on my roster for the rookies that I draft, right? Because you have to.
Yep.
And then we're all ultimately going to have to drop 2 or 3 more players.
We have to do that?
You have to have
you have a full roster already, probably.
Yeah.
So
you can put your guys on taxi. I don't know if you have your taxi squad full.
Trust me, you're going to have a guy or two on there that's not even signed on a team.
I already have 3 people.
You just cut those guys.
I'll say this. I lean no. I think it's okay to sign the free agents before because these are not rookie free agents.
No, right, correct.
So there's 2 because I'm
How does the actual NFL do it?
I mean, if they're free agents, you can sign them whenever.
So
but I wouldn't want to. I would. What do you mean?
Are you sure you can in real life? I don't know.
They're free agents?
Yeah.
Like when free agency starts?
Yeah.
After that point, you can sign them whenever you want.
When did free agency start?
In March?
Then we
You
should
can
probably
negotiate. You can negotiate terms before that, can't you?
I think that's like
Like for other like people you have under contract already?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could always negotiate terms with anybody at any time. But what I'm saying is like you can pick up a free agent anytime after the season free agency starts.
Yeah.
Well, because I'm just gonna say it.
Uh-oh.
Geno Smith and Tua are
both
on
out there?
waiver wire. And so we'll have to figure that out. We'll figure it out.
Yep.
We'll make it a fair way. So whoever should get them first, probably should get them first.
Mm-hmm.
You know? He's like, I'll take one because I think they could be started.
You can have 'em.
Look, they're bench guys. I just, I definitely better. I have JJ McCarthy on the bench. So definitely better options than that.
Man, brutal story for JJ.
Yeah.
Really brutal.
And I know one other person that wants Geno. So you
do?
could take a venture, I guess, at that one.
Yeah.
So.
Well, anything else you want to cover for our draft episode before we sign off? And
There's one name I haven't said yet that I've been dying to say. Caleb Downs, baby! Oh, that did not sound great in the new studio.
we are in a new studio. It's small.
Sorry.
It's a little smaller. That's all right. I wonder how it picks up. But this is a dry run episode. We're supposed to test that stuff.
Cowboys had a great draft. The NFC East had a crazy draft. Like all of them. Well, Mekhi Lemon to the Eagles, I think that's a good pick. Caleb Downs, great pick. Now I will say the Giants probably dropped the ball not picking Caleb Downs, but I do think they got two solid players, Arvell Reese and I can't pronounce his name, but the lineman from Miami. And then the Commanders got Sonny Styles.
Oh, dude, that's a good pick for them too.
All four great picks,
dude.
right? I mean, well,
It's
good to
gonna
great
be fun
picks.
to watch the rivalry games with like
The NFC East.
Commanders. It's gonna be good.
I think the NFC East is gonna be very competitive this year.
Kind of like the heyday.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting.
Well, the 49ers had a
Crappy draft.
whatever the hell we did draft. I don't know what that was.
I told him at lunch today, I don't know if you heard, probably not, but the reporter after the draft asked John Lynch, hey, why does your draft board seem to be like you're reaching for guys like versus the consensus of other mock drafts we see? Pretty much asking like, why do you reach on these players that suck? Mm-hmm. John was like, oh, I appreciate the question. The only consensus I care about is in the building. But like when he was saying that, he kind of like body twitched. Like he was like, kind of like made a motion. So
he wanted to go off on the
John Lynch has not been a great drafter, to be honest with you.
The Stribling kid from Ole Miss going 33 overall makes it seem like he'll be involved. Our wide receivers are always
You
hurt.
could have like a Denzel Boston.
Right. Jawan Jennings isn't back.
No, he's going to play. Well, it was funny because they put Mike Evans and then the Deshaun Stribling. And I
Mike
was
Evans
like,
ain't gonna last the whole year though.
well, then I was like, what about Ricky Pearsall? Like, dang, you're going to write him off again?
And Christian Kirk is there too.
Right.
Like it's.
Well, you're not a Kirk fan anyway.
I'm not. But he's there on the depth chart. Right?
I would, if you're picking someone in the second round that high, though, I'm thinking you're probably starting them over Kirk.
I'm hoping Stribling makes an impact, and then the other kid, Black from Indiana.
That was another one that they said he reached on. Like Jonah Coleman was still there.
Yep.
Mike Washington was still there.
So I mean, Jordan James is in front of Kalen Black currently on the depth chart behind CMC.
He's third.
He's third, but
Which they do that with running backs everywhere.
Right. I don't know. I did not. It was a lackluster, and maybe the draft was fine for the Niners. It's just we took two offensive players,
And we made a trade.
and then we did some linemen. Yeah.
D. Winters. Solid pick for a fifth round. I loved it. Because he's going to start.
It's a weird weekend for the Niners. I wasn't super happy with it,
That's why you didn't watch it, huh?
so I didn't watch it. Yeah. No other reason.
Curious to take Ray's point. We'll have to text him or wait for the next time.
I'm sure he's not happy with it.
I'm curious. I mean, he's a pretty loyal Niner fan.
Yeah,
so.
he's happy with usually whatever they do. Yeah.
So
How many picks do you guys have in this draft?
Looks
Didn't
like
seem
we
like you
took
had a
1,
lot.
2, 3, 4, 5,
like 6,
8.
8.
Oh, wow.
Rounds 2 through 5. We didn't pick any round 6 or 7.
Nice.
That's nuts. Yeah. 6, 7.
Sorry.
No one does that anymore.
Thank God.
R.I.P. dude.
Well, we'll be back in May. What are we going to do? We do
have
an early mock draft? Or what
Two
are we
ideas.
thinking? Okay.
Do you want to decide right here in front
Sure,
of the people?
Yeah. Or we don't have to decide, but say what it might be.
A way too early mock
Okay.
or a way too early rankings?
I kind of like the rankings.
So I feel like May and June should be those 2 episodes.
Yeah, okay. Rankings first, then the mock.
But whatever order.
Yeah.
Whatever. We'll figure
Cool.
that out.
Mike, before you have any input on what May episode should be? Besides Al's birthday episode?
Oh my gosh.
I know, dude. I'll be 24.
You're lying, right? He's gonna be 24 for the
Reverse
8th time,
that.
dude.
For the 8th, I'll try to never mind. I'm not even going to put him out like that.
I was being nice.
Not even gonna put him out.
I was giving that to you to give it to
thanks.
him.
I just know I'm the baby here and I'm old, so.
I don't really care. I mean, rankings or whatever. I just know Gabe's not going to put some people that should be there.
Oh.
In the rankings?
Yeah. One.
Like
Falcon,
Drake London?
One Falcon wide receiver.
He might make 10.
Yeah. I like them. Mock drafts are fun.
Yeah.
Mock drafts are fun, but they're just like not realistic. Because some people will start like, oh, I'm going to pick this. So it's tough.
Well, yeah, you're experimenting. You know, it's not meant to be real. But like I would say too, we do the mock. It would only be like the first 4 rounds.
Yeah.
Not trying to get too in depth.
For sure. Cool.
Cool.
Good draft recap. Thanks for filling me in on what I missed. Always
here for you, buddy.
And until next month, we'll see you next time on Take the Throne Fantasy Football Podcast. Peace.
Dominate your league. Defend your crown with Hosal King, Gabe Hernandez, and Ray Fletcher. They bring the heat, rankings, trades, and game-winning calls to rule your league. This is Watch the Throne Fantasy Football Podcast.